Hello and welcome to Sports Update. On Sports Update, we just saw Aruna Quadri, a man who has actually started the year 2023 very well. He has had some missed results this season, this 2023. It has not been actually going well for the man who is Nigeria #1 and Africa #1 in some of his tournaments that he has played so far this year 2023. That is a person, Aruna Quadri. He has started slow this year. What is holding Aruna Quadri back? Where only him has that answer. It is on that note I welcome you properly to the show, Sports Update this evening. I'm Emmanuel Fashimi. And the first story right there, as you saw on your screen, Aruna Quadri dropped to 16th on the rankings in the latest world ranking. Aruna moved from 12th position to 16th position. Following unsuccessful outings in recent table tennis champion competitions, Nigeria Aruna Quadri has dropped 4 spots in the latest world rankings for the month of May. They had gone more. Though the 34-year-old maintains top spot in Africa, he dropped from 12th, like I said, to 16th in the latest ranking, which was released yesterday after he accumulated 395 points, a very poor one during the month under review. And the biggest, the 2022 African champion record, recorded 350 points at the 2023 ITTF Africa Cup in Nairobi, Kenya, where he lost his second game, and earned 45 points at the ITTF World Table Tennis Championship in Durban, South Africa, where he failed to reach the quarterfinals. But good news for this young man, his compatriot Taiwo Mati, who were looking to take over from Aruna Quadri. He moved 16 places from 91st position to 75th position in the world ranking, and this is the highest ever in the 19-year-old fledgling career. He's a 19-year-old young man. He was the only one that got to the quarterfinal of the ITTF tournament in Durban, but he lost out. But he was actually a proud man. He said, "I'm proud to have actually come this far," and it has actually given him a lot of exposure in Durban, South Africa. But this time around, he moved 19 places from 91st to 75th in the world. Wow, big one for Mati. Taiwo Mati, a fantastic table tennis player who we are looking at. He's going to do exploits just the way Aruna Quadri did, and probably even better and far better than Aruna Quadri in the world of table tennis. But for Taiwo Mati, congratulations for that move. Big one for him. In South Africa, he was fantastic. He was the only Nigerian left in that tournament after the likes of Aruna Quadri and the rest of them crashed out. But that was his first time in the World Championship in Durban, and he was fantastic to actually get that movement from 91st position to the 75th position in the world ranking. Congratulations to him. It was a good move, good one. Congratulations once more. And let's move away from that story and head straight to the NBBF, where Nigerian Basketball Federation has increased participating teams for the 2023 Women Basketball League that will be happening, that it has started today. It started today in Benin City. We have about a total number of 34 teams will compete in 2 conferences built for Benin City and Zaria. The Atlantic Conference, which is the South-South region, games will take place at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium in Benin City. Like I said, it started today, while Ahmadu Bello University will stage the Savannah Conference later in the month. And if you look at it, about 8 teams will now fight for honors in the final phase and see how probably they can get this ticket to play in the African Basketball League champion. Our women has actually suffered the whole issue that has bedeviled the NBBF, because for about two years plus, they were not in action. There was nothing for them. They didn't play any competition. It was the men alone who actually had a field of some competition, but for the women, nothing was done for them. And right now, the NBBF thought it wise, after they have put their house in order, to resume the Women's League, and it's just looking good, fantastic. 34 teams. They actually increased the participating teams. Before, we had about 20-something teams, but they increased it to 34 teams. And let's see, out of the 34 teams, 8 teams need to qualify for the final phase. Probably it might be happening in Abuja, in the city of Abuja here at the MKO Abiola Moshood National Stadium, where they will be fighting for honors and probably get the winner, the overall winner of the MBBF Women Basketball League for 2023. 34 teams will fight for honors. The first phase will happen in Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium in Benin City. It has started today, and then the second phase, the Savannah Conference, will be happening in Ahmadu Bello University Sporting Complex for the Savannah Conference, where also teams will be playing themselves. And then on both conferences, the Atlantic Conference and Savannah Conference, we have to produce 8 teams, 4 teams each, that will play in the final phase, and whoever wins will be crowned champions of the MBBF Women's Basketball League 2023. Maybe in Abuja, like I said, or they will take it to Lagos. Musa Kida have actually done his best by bringing the Women's Basketball League back, because they have actually suffered some of the political power tussle in the MBBF. The men had their field, but the women was not even given any chance. No competition was organized for them. 2 years plus, these girls were out of competition. I pray now that they are back, injuries should not even disturb them, because when you are a sport person and you leave it for just 1 week, when you come back to the sport, you feel it yourself and you know what it means. But I believe these girls have been having their own personal trainings while no competition was going on for them. And right now, the competition has resumed for them, and they will be playing in the Women's Basketball League 2023. Good one for MBBF. Let's move away from that story and head straight to Serie A, where Victor Osimhen has been listed for Serie A Best Striker of the year 2022-2023 season. He has 25 goals right now, 4 goals ahead of Lautaro Martinez of Inter Milan, and I believe probably he has helped Napoli after 30-something years to win the Scudetto. He deserved this award, though they can't just give him the award straight. He has to, they have to vote for the best striker right there. But I believe with his exploits, with what he has done this season, he's going to win it. He's topping the goal scorer chart, and probably he's going to win the golden boot, the highest goal scorer boot. He's being closely followed by Lautaro Martinez of Inter Milan, and then Rafael Leo of AC Milan, who is on 19 goals. Behind the two of them are also coming in 3rd position. Who wins this award? Osimhen, Lautaro Martinez, Rafael Leo of AC Milan. If you ask me, as a patriotic Nigerian, because he's a Nigerian, I want Victor Osimhen to actually win this award and win it good for himself and make Nigeria proud. He has already broken George Weah's record. I think these are some of the things that is going to stand him out. Over the weekend, he was able to bag a brace against Bologna, where they actually played 2-2. They've won the league, but I think they are trying to gather as many points they can gather, and then for Victor Osimhen, so that he can see a number of goals he can score before the end of the season and set his own record. If you can catch me, catch me. If you cannot, the record stays, and that is what Victor Osimhen is actually doing. We pray he wins this award and win it well, and win it for Nigeria and win it for himself. For now, let me say congratulations ahead, because I know he stands the chance of winning that award in Serie A, because every number speak for him, and I think he's just the favorite to win that award. Let's move away from Serie A and head straight to Spain, where Real Madrid could make a very shocking move for Kane if Karim Benzema actually leaves Real Madrid. Kane has been a subject of transfer rumors, speculations here and there. Manchester United, Chelsea, now Real Madrid has also joined the fray. If Karim Benzema leaves, Karim Benzema has said he wants to go to the Saudi Arabian League. If he leaves, they might opt to buy Harry Kane. This man is a man who signed 5 years good contract for Tottenham. When he was signing that contract, he never knew what it meant. But right now, he has been a lot of subject of speculations of transfer and what have you for Harry Kane. He has broken that record in Tottenham. He's the highest goal scorer in Tottenham right now. Also in the England national team, he holds the highest goal for the England national team, surpassing Wayne Rooney's record. This man is actually a true a true goal scorer, fantastic player. He positions well. He knows where the goal is. He knows how to lace his boot. He knows how to get the numbers. He knows how to score the goals. Just that Erling Haaland came this season and blew him away without not giving him chance. Even at that, he gave a very good fight. Erling Haaland ending the league this season with 36 goals, and Harry Kane following this young man. And it has always been Harry Kane winning the Golden Boot, but Erling Haaland said, no, I have come, and I want to rescue that from you. And for Harry Kane, he's a man who has not won any trophy. He needs trophy in his cabinet, but if you go to his cabinet, you see a lot of golden boots there, balls and the rest of them, but there is no trophy to show for Harry Kane. What happens? Real Madrid is calling. If he goes to Real Madrid, potentially a potential team that has that spirit of winning the Champions League or winning any trophy, probably he stands a chance of winning one trophy in his career, in his lifetime. And let's see if that deal will fall through. If Karim Benzema leaves, then Real Madrid, the door is open for you to come and pick this man. And let's see if he himself will want to go to Spain. We've had a lot of English players who went to Spain. The likes of McManaman played in Real Madrid. David Beckham played in Real Madrid. Sagado and the rest of them in Real Madrid. We also have Owen in his prime days going to Real Madrid. So let's see if this time around he will follow suit and join the Galacticos, as they are called, Le Merengues, as they are called also. This time, if Harry Kane is going to join them, well, good one. For me, if I'm going to advise Harry Kane, I think he should just take that move with his two wide hands open, receive whatever they will give to you, and head straight to Spain and go and prove yourself. Let's leave Real Madrid and the whole story. We're still staying in Tottenham, where Tottenham will set up their interest in managerial target. That is Ange Postecoglou, a man who came into Celtic and turned Celtic around, rescued the Premiership Cup in Scotland from the hands of Rangers. Fantastic coach. Is he going to come to Tottenham? Will Tottenham be able to sign this man? I think he's a good coach. If he comes to Tottenham, Tottenham will keep firing again. He has the pedigree, he has the capabilities, he has the abilities, he has everything in him as a good coach to actually coach Tottenham. It's not left for Danny Levy, because he's a very rude stooge man, a man who doesn't bend at all. Is he going to be ready to dole out the money to sign this man? Let's see, because all coaches right now don't want to go to Tottenham because of Daniel Levy. A lot of issues going on in that team, with Daniel Levy not actually doing what he's supposed to do as the head of Tottenham. Because when coaches come in, he wants to have his say, he wants to have his way, and that is what some coaches don't like. The likes of Mourinho, who were there at the verge of winning a trophy, at the verge of playing the final against Manchester City in the Carabao Cup. He was axed from the team. At the end of the day, they lost to Manchester City, and it was a painful one for Harry Kane and every other player, because they were at the verge of winning a trophy for the first time. They came close a lot of times to win the English Premier League. At the end of the day, just the way Arsenal bottled the league this season, they also bottled theirs. They bottled it in 2015, where they were close, but Leicester City said, no, we have come to win the league this time around. They lost it to Leicester City. 3 years later, they also lost it. So a lot of issues going on with Tottenham. Coaches don't want to come. Players getting angry because they need trophy. They want a medal on their neck. They want to do something. They want to tell their children that, yes, while I was playing in my heydays with Tottenham, this is the medal I won. This is it. This is how it is. And you can wonder if Ange Postecoglou will actually come to Tottenham. It's now left of this man to agree to terms of coming after he has spent 2 seasons with Celtic. And let's see if he's going to leave Celtic and come straight down to England. He's also a very good and big coach, and come and give the likes of Pep Guardiola, Eric Ten Hag, Arteta, challenge Pep Guardiola, challenge for the league, and see, because that is what we want. It shouldn't be a one-way traffic where Manchester City will always want to win the league without other teams challenging them. Also, we have Mauricio Pochettino, who actually coached Tottenham before going to Chelsea right now. So let's see if this man will join Tottenham. And before we go on the show, let's head straight to Stamford Bridge, where Ruben Loftus-Cheek has agreed to leave Chelsea for AC Milan. This man has spent almost a decade in Chelsea. Fantastic midfielder. Now I believe maybe the like of Fikayo Tomori has actually advised this man, if you actually want to win something or you want to continue with your career, come down to AC Milan. And I believe this man has heard Fikayo Tomori, because Fikayo Tomori also left Chelsea and went straight to AC Milan, where they actually won the Scudetto under the new coach. And if Ruben Loftus-Cheek understands the language of Fikayo Tomori, then I think he himself is going to leave. But right now he has agreed to leave Chelsea. And where is his destination? AC Milan, a team that will be playing in the Champions League this season also. And if he goes there, he's sure of having the Champions League duties, opportunities, because Chelsea will not be playing in the Champions League. Chelsea right now, they ended the season on the 12th position, as some persons will call them Area 12. Area 12 they are called. Let's see how Area 12 they are. But I believe come next season, I was telling somebody that Chelsea is going to be fantastic. It's going to be brewed come next season, because they have young players. And if Mauricio Pochettino knows what he's doing, I think those players should give him what he wants come next season, because Chelsea will not be a pushover. The likes of João Felix and the rest of them, they are young. Enzo Hernandez, we have a lot. Chukwuemeka, who is playing at the Under-20 World Cup for the England Under-20 national team. They have fantastic young player, young squad, and they also have a very young goalkeeper, Arrizabalaga. They have another African goalkeeper there. So I think the squad is complete. If Mauricio Pochettino can actually make use of these guys properly, I think Chelsea will be a dreaded team come next season. And for Loftus-Cheek, he has said, I will not play here next season. I'll be heading straight to AC Milan, where I can actually have the Champions League football, because Chelsea will not be playing in the Champions League completely. They finished on the 12th position. Massive one for Chelsea. I think Chelsea has a lot of issues going on for them. And let's see, probably, if they can actually get their acts together under Mauricio Pochettino come next season, and then probably they will be challenging for the league. Can they actually challenge for the league? Can they do what they know how to do? Well, it's not left to be seen of Chelsea. Todd Boehly has actually spent a lot of money. They spent more than any other team at the January transfer window, but the result didn't just go their way. They lost a lot of matches, drew some games. They lost out in the Champions League to Real Madrid. What have you? Big issues. And some persons has been saying, okay, the way they treated Abraham Ibrahimovic, who owns Chelsea, a Russian billionaire, because they said he was the friend of Vladimir Putin, a man who the ICC is actually looking for him right now. And they said because of that, you can no longer have a stake in Chelsea. His account was frozen. Chelsea couldn't sign players. That is where their issue started from. Then the man was asked to sell the club. He actually sold the club. The players' salaries didn't come for some time. And a lot of issues which actually bedeviled Chelsea. And right now they paid dearly for it. They struggled to the end of the season before they could get some couple of wins. And people started laughing at Chelsea. But I've said, Chelsea is going to be a dreaded team come next season because of the young talents, the young squad we have in that team. If Chelsea is not a dreaded team, then ask me why. Then they will have to answer the question themselves, because with the kind of players Chelsea has right now, I think they can match the likes of Manchester City, Manchester United, Arsenal, Tottenham, and the rest of them, because they are fantastic squad, young blood, a team that should be hungry for success come next season. That's for Chelsea. But for Ruben Loftus-Cheek, well, a good one for him. He can go to AC Milan and get a feel of what it is in AC Milan and probably get a win. The likes of João Felix coming into that team, and Enzo Fernandez, actually froze him out of the team because Enzo Fernandez also played in the midfield and he lost his place. He was used sparingly under Graham Potter, and then when Lampard took over, he actually didn't have a lot of playing time with Lampard, and now he has agreed to leave Chelsea. Let's see if he's going to leave, because at some point we will hear players are leaving. At the end of the day, they will stay back in that team. They will not leave. So players have their own way of funny ways of doing things. They might tell you this, and then at the end of the day, do a different thing. That is one thing that I know with players. That is one thing they always do. If you know players too well, I will not say they are liars, but they have to weigh their options. Look at what it is before they actually make a very big move. Unlike Nigerian players who will make moves that will not favor them. The likes of Paul Onuachu, who was actually playing well for Genk, moved to Southampton. Joe Aribo, who was playing Rangers in Scotland, moved to Southampton. At the end of the day, they are swimming in they are in the relegation right now, where they will be playing championship come next season. So we want to see Nigerian players actually going to big teams, doing big things, just like what Victor Osimhen is doing right now. And we have some fantastic players, the likes of Gift Urban, doing well in Europe. And probably maybe Nigerian players also will take a cue from some of these big boys and playing in bigger teams that are playing in the bigger leagues of the world, not just going to a team because they want to play football. At the end of the day, they will be blaming themselves. I actually faulted the move of Paul Onuachu to Southampton. And quickly before we go, for Kelechi Iheanacho, he has been given Leicester City Player of the Year. On that note, we call it a wrap on the program Sports Update. I'm Emmanuel Fashimi. Thanks for watching.